Hey beautiful! Welcome back to my tarot channel. If this is your first time here, I am Roya. I'm an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. Now my dear, hope you're having an amazing day and everything is going fine with you. If today's not the best day, I'm sending you tons and tons and tons of positive energy, and I hope everything will be well soon. Now, guys, today I'm back with another PickaCard reading, and today's PickaCard reading is all about channeled messages from your future spouse. Let's see, my dear, what messages they have for you for today. As some of you guys know, this is a reading I do every single month, and let's see for this month what updates we have for you, what new messages they have for you, what you need to know. Now, my dear, as always, I have 3 piles you can choose from. And today I want to make you guys choose from 3 crystals. So, first of all, we have the lapis lazuli crystal, and it says spiritual guidance. This is going to be pile 1. Then we have the turquoise crystal, and it says good health. And we have the 3rd pile, which is the labradorite, excuse me, and it says esoteric knowledge. So please, my dear, feel free to pause the video, or you can also meditate on the cards if you feel like you need a little bit more time to choose. You will find all the timestamps in the description box, but of course also in the comment section. And as always, my dear, please keep in mind that this is a general reading, so not everything may resonate with you. But yeah, having said that, let's begin. Hey pal one, welcome to your reading, my dear. Now let's see what channeled messages do we have for you from your future spouse. As you can see, my dear, I darkened the room a little bit, and as always, I also meditated for you guys. And I already got some messages coming through. But let's start with your candle wax reading and let's see how it all plays together. Let me get you guys your candle. Let's start straight away. All right, let it light up. Okay. So, for my beautiful pile 1, as always, my dear, as always, please give me a moment. Please give me a moment to tune into the energies in here. For my beautiful pile 1, what channeled messages do we have for you from your future spouse? Okay. I heard there is a lot happening at this moment. There is a lot happening in my life. There is a lot I need to figure out. And I want you to be aware of that. Because it's influencing this connection. Now, this could have 2 reasons, or this could express itself in 2 different ways. It depends whether you already know your future spouse or not. If you know your future spouse and you feel like maybe they're holding back a little bit, and you don't know why, then this can definitely be a reason here. Maybe your future spouse, well, has some things going on in their life and maybe they can't really be there at the moment for you the way you would want them to be. So just for you guys to know, there's something definitely taking their energy. And for those of you guys who haven't met your future spouse yet, maybe you feel like there has been some delay, or maybe you ask yourself, like, why haven't I met this person yet? Like, what are they doing? Why is it taking such a long time and stuff like that? And I really feel like a big reason why is because, well, there is something happening in their life and it needs their attention, and I really feel like, of course, you could say, well, we could still meet even if there is something happening in their life, right? But I feel like you guys are meant to meet at a time in which this thing has dissolved, or maybe this phase they're in their life, it's not gonna burden them anymore when you guys meet. And this is for those of you guys who haven't met, okay? So I almost feel like two groups coming through here. But regardless of whether you know your future spouse already or not, I really feel like your future spouse, something is definitely taking their attention away at this time, and it has something to do with themselves. Something with, let me see, can we get some more information about this, please? Okay, I heard I'm leaving what doesn't serve me so I can get what I deserve. So this person could have left a situation behind recently or is about to do so because something just hasn't worked out for them, or maybe something wasn't quite good for them. And what your future spouse is doing here is, it's kind of like they are maybe rearranging a certain path they're on. It could also just be connected to one one area of their life. But I definitely feel like your future spouse has, yeah, they are in a path in their life in which they're taking a very important decision, and they want you to know that. Okay, they want you to be aware of it. Because once again, it could be connected to the timing of your meeting or why they can't be there right now, you know? I'm hearing I'm staying curious. I want to stay curious. I want to approach life with curiosity because it helps me to stay optimistic. Interesting. Your future spouse wants you to know that they are releasing certain people in their life because it's almost like a detoxing, honestly. It's almost like your future spouse is detoxing some people out of their life. I I really feel like, yeah. I really feel like your future spouse has had this need, you know, of change. Whether it's this decision we've been talking about, that really is, you know, taking all their attention, or whether it's something else. At this time in your future spouse's life, it's almost like they are reflecting on many, many things, and it is making them much more aware of what kind of life it is that they want to live from now on. And also what people, or what kind of people it is that they want to take into their future. For some reason, I'm seeing them thinking about the future at this time. Why is like Pal 1? I feel like in this reading, it almost feels like not so much channeled messages, but more so your future spouse giving you a glimpse of what is happening in their life. Okay, maybe that's important. Maybe this is very important for you to do because maybe there are certain questions that you have regarding this connection. Let's just say why you haven't met, or why this person isn't there the way you would want them to be. And maybe those insights are what you need to hear right now. But that's really what I'm getting. I'm hearing I'm daydreaming about you. I'm daydreaming about the kind of life I want with my future partner. I'm daydreaming about all the beautiful creations that we will share with others. I am staying very hopeful, even if at times things seem too difficult to handle. I believe that there is always something that can make us stay motivated or hopeful. And for me, this thing is you. You are what's been keeping me hopeful and motivated for a better future, for better experiences, for better love. I don't want my past experiences to determine what I can get and what I can't get. I know I deserve good, and I will stay hopeful. So should you. It feels like your future spouse is someone who has experienced heartbreak, maybe you as well. And it's kind of like them in a way sharing with us that no matter what you go through in life, right? There is always a reason to stay hopeful, because the darkness that we have gone through in the past doesn't have to be a part of our future if we don't allow it to be. And that's kind of the same thing your future spouse is doing here. They're not allowing this darkness to stay. They're not allowing the past to stay. This person's very hopeful about a future with you. It's almost like they know that there is someone out there, either because you guys already met, okay, and this person sees you as a very important person in their life, or if those of you guys who haven't met this person yet, still it's kind of like your future spouse feels that you're out there, that there is someone out there for them. Hey, maybe you do the same. Maybe you haven't met them as well, but you kind of feel like there is someone out there for you, Okay, it's kind of like I'm getting a message coming through now, which feels like from your future spouse's higher self, especially, okay? And what I'm getting is have trust. Have trust that our paths will bring us together. Have trust that we're being guided towards the right direction. I don't know if some of you guys sometimes may be a little bit confused regarding maybe how you will meet this person, whether the universe is actually supporting you on meeting the right person. If this is the case, then this is, excuse me, my dear. If this is the case, then this is definitely the right confirmation for you. The divine is helping you, okay? You and your future spouse to come together. And it's kind of like their higher selves, like your future spouse's higher self wants you to be aware of it or wants to give you this confirmation. Especially if some of you guys came into this reading with maybe this intention or this question in mind. This is definitely a yes, okay? Let's see. This is all. Like, I'm not getting anything else, or do I? Let's see. No, I'm hearing that's all for today. Okay. So, my dear Palawan, I hope that you received the messages that were meant for you, my dear. As always, please feel free to let me know how you feel about this reading. Also, my dear, as always, if you haven't, I also invite you to subscribe to the channel. If you do, my dear, don't forget to hit the bell because otherwise you may not get notified when I upload a new pick a card or candle wax reading. And my dear, as always, if you would like to connect with me more on Instagram, I invite you there as well. My beautiful Palawan, take care, my dear. Hey, pal 2, welcome to your reading, my dear. Now let's see what channeled messages do we have for you from your future spouse. Now, as you can see, my dear, I darkened the room a little bit. As always, I also meditated for you guys, and I would say let's start straight away with the channeled messages. Let's see what messages your future spouse, their higher self, has for you today. What you need to know. Let me light up your candle. All right. So, as always, my dear, as always, please give me a moment. Please give me a moment to tune into the energies in here for my beautiful pal 2. What channeled messages do we have for you from your future spouse? The first thing, wow, okay, this is so sweet, you guys. Okay, the first thing I heard was, you don't even see how beautiful you are. Oh my goodness, I'm sorry, you guys. Like, sometimes I do certain readings and it just warms my heart so, so much. And this energy has just started and it's going in a very similar way. So, your future spouse wants you to know that you are so, so beautiful. Now, I know, especially in the kind of world we're living in which we are exposed to so much, right? Online, offline, and it's almost like we're being conditioned to be very harsh on ourselves, right? And a lot of people don't see how beautiful they are inside and out because they compare themselves to others and, they see what others have, what they don't have, perhaps, and that makes them feel some type of way about them. And yeah, sometimes we are very hard on ourselves as well, right? And I really feel like your future spouse, they want to take a moment and give you the attention, the attention that you deserve. And it's so important for them to tell you that you are so, so beautiful. And it is time for you to truly, genuinely see it yourself. Your future spouse wants you to know that, okay, I'm hearing they're actually in contact with you, or they're connected to you. Now, maybe for some of you guys, you already know this person, or for others, if you don't know them physically speaking, like, yeah, your higher self is connected to their higher self. Like, I really feel like, yeah, okay, ooh, this message, it can very well be the case that you and your future spouse are perhaps from the same soul family, You are very deeply connected to each other. And it's kind of like, even if you haven't met on a physical level, you guys are already connected. And there is something in here about you and about your intuition. I really feel like, my dear pal 2, you are a very highly intuitive person. And you could even be someone who is aware of it, You could be someone who is communicating with their spirit guides, or you may receive a lot of different messages and stuff like that. And what I'm getting is that I heard, listen to your intuition. You will find me there. That's interesting. Maybe you guys are being guided towards um, being connected to them, maybe throughout your dreams. Maybe you get connected to this person or you get certain information through them. Or maybe for some of you guys, this is about your actual physical meeting if you haven't met, okay? It's kind of like your future spouse is telling you here that your intuition, you're being guided towards coming together. I'm hearing, don't forget to take good care of yourself. Don't forget to nurture yourself, to give your body what it needs, okay? That's something we may sometimes forget, right? When we are very stressed and stuff like that. So it's kind of like a very sweet reminder of your future spouse to make sure that you basically fill your own cup. You don't forget. Once again, the beauty aspect is coming through. Wow, you guys, your future spouse, they see so much beauty in you. And it's kind of like, maybe that's why it's so important for them that you also see it within yourself, because to them it's just unbelievable. Like, how is it possible that you look at yourself and you see anything other than beauty? So, for your future spouse, this is so, so sweet, you guys. So sweet. Your future spouse wants you to know that even in a crowd full of people, your light, your beauty, your radiancy shines through always. Like this beautiful star. Even in darkness, you shine through. Your future spouse wants you to know that they are so, so grateful for having you. You guys have been bringing a lot of joy into each other's, I'm hearing, soul. You guys are connected, and there is nothing that can break such a deep soul connection. You've had experiences in which your love was stronger than anything else. And this is what you will experience in this lifetime as well. How powerful, how strong real unconditional love is. That love is the most powerful force in this universe. Your future spouse wants you to know that Wow. Excuse me, my dears. I'm receiving a lot of messages, so I need to pause for a second. Wow, your future spouse energy is coming through so much, you guys. So your future spouse, as I was saying, they want you to know that they are at a place in their life right now, like their physical self, okay, where they put a lot of effort into their goals and wishes. This person at this time, whether you already know them or not, I really feel like, oh my goodness, some of you guys, you could have also been drawn to pile 1 because I think I got a very similar message coming through there as well. If not, then of course, as always, just stick with this one here. But what I'm getting is that I really feel like for you, my dear pile 2, there is a lot your future spouse is creating, which has something to do with security, because they have a vision of what kind of life it is that they want. And it's kind of like right now they're putting a lot of energy into the security aspect or the safety, also like financial safety. I feel like this person may be saving right now money for purchasing something that is very big to them, or something that's gonna bring them a lot of security, such as an example, let's say a house, right? Or something else, like a piece of land or so. But there is something this person wants to invest in soon. And what I'm getting is that when you guys unite, you will both be able to enjoy this safety, like to profit out of this safety or security aspect. Your future spouse is very grounded. Yeah, they're very grounded. A very hardworking person as well. Very hardworking. Someone who does what needs to be done without questioning a lot, without like complaining, you know? That's what I mean, like without complaining. They just do, and they allow their results to speak for themselves, kind of, you know? A very honest, hardworking person. I know why I'm getting some insights regarding your future spouse coming through, but that's what I'm getting here. Yeah. My dear pal 2, this is all I have for you guys for today. As always, my dear, please feel free to let me know how you feel about this reading. And my dear, as always, if you haven't, I also invite you to subscribe to the channel. If you do, my dear, don't forget to hit the bell, because otherwise you may not get notified when I upload a new PickaCard or candle wax reading. And my dear, as always, if you would like to connect with me more on Instagram, I invite you there as well. My beautiful pal 2, take care, my dear. Hey pal 3, welcome to your reading, my dear. Now let's see, what channeled messages do we have for you from your future spouse? Now, my dear, as always, I already meditated for you guys, and as you can see, I also darkened the room a little bit because I like to make it a little bit cozy. So, my dear, let's start with your candle wax reading. Let me light up your candle. So for my dear pile 3, let's see. As always, my dear, as always, please give me a moment. Please give me a moment to tune into the energies in here. For my beautiful pile 3, what channeled messages do we have for you from your future spouse? What do you need to know? What do they have to say? The first thing I'm hearing right in the beginning is don't hide away. Don't hide away. Show what you have to offer. Show what you are capable of. Now, this is a very interesting message because it's kind of like we're starting off right away with like such a, I would say, empowering statement. I don't know what's happening in your life, my dear Pal 3. I'm not getting any information, obviously, about that. But if there is something you would like to do, or if there is some kind of idea, something, some kind of potential, something you feel like you're very good at, or you would like to share with others, it's kind of like your future spouse is empowering you or is motivating you. It's kind of like your future spouse saying, I believe in you. Maybe some of you guys, you don't have like a lot of people around you at this time who believe in that vision that you have. And it's kind of like your future spouse coming through saying, I believe in what you're seeing in yourself. I believe in all the potential that is waiting within yourself to be expressed and to be seen and heard and stuff like that. And yeah, it could be connected to a hobby, it could be connected to work, to your studies, maybe something regarding your life, you know, a life dream, a life goal that you have. Maybe you are interested in moving to a different place. Maybe you are interested in starting something and sharing something online, offline, whatever it may be. But it's kind of like your future spouse, they believe in that vision as well. And they really want to take this time to tell you that they feel like you can go all the way. But of course, at the end of the day, you have free will and, you know, you will decide for yourself whether you want to do something or not, right? But I don't know, I feel like for some of you guys, maybe at times in your life, you haven't really shown to the fullest what you were capable of or how your real potential looks like. Maybe you sometimes felt like you had to keep it down a little bit, or maybe there were even times in which you thought small of yourself, but nothing about your energy is small. In fact, your energy, my goodness, your energy is so full of abundance. And I can feel this coming through so much. Like your future spouse is almost like presenting it to me. It's incredible how they see you. They see you as someone who is so abundant, can reach so much, okay? You are the kind of person who can succeed in this lifetime beyond your imagination. And it's kind of like your future spouse is taking this moment to remind you of that. Maybe you felt a little bit discouraging lately, or maybe you've forgotten how much potential you have lately. It's kind of like they want to remind you of that, okay? Your future spouse wants you to know that I'm hearing there are changes coming towards you, changes that should be welcomed rather than resisted, because those changes are gonna take you closer to where you want to be. Okay, this is a very interesting message. It's kind of like your future spouse is giving you, I guess, an insight when it comes to the energies coming towards you. So pile 3, definitely get ready for, yeah, some kind of, I would say, change, transformation entering your life. It could be regarding a certain area of your life, such as maybe career, relationship, maybe a kind of circumstance. But I really feel like this change is truly, as your future spouse said, one that you should invite rather than resist or welcome. rather than resist, because I feel like it's going to take you where you want to be. You know, sometimes we wait for, like, we're doing our best, right? We do whatever we have to do to go towards our goals, but then out of nowhere, a certain opportunity appears in front of us, or a certain situation which is gonna help us so tremendously on the journey. It's kind of like I feel that kind of energy coming through. I really feel like what's coming is a, yeah, almost like incredible opportunity for you to mm, to get closer to where you want to be in life. I also feel like this change is gonna help you also, or push you in a way towards um, becoming your greatest version, you know, help you towards transforming into this person that you want to become. Maybe certain aspects of what your greatest version looks like, because once again, like, this is something very personal. My greatest version may look very different from your greatest version, and from, I don't know, your friend's greatest version and stuff like that, right? Your future spouse's greatest version. And it's very important for us to remember that. And I feel like one thing that like, you will become, once again, I'm getting a message. Yeah, I really feel like one thing that will happen is, for some reason, I'm getting the message you will become much more like clear regarding what kind of life it is that you want, or how it should look like. I mean, you could be watching this and you could be extremely clear about what it is that you want, right, in life. But I feel like through this transformation, through this change, something will be added. Some kind of revelation. What is this about? Okay, it could be connected to your spiritual journey, actually. But I feel like it's something that will grow significant later. It's kind of like, through this transformation, my dear, you will have a time in your life in which you will go on, I would say, a self-reflection journey, and you will really rethink certain decisions or certain life goals that you have, and maybe reprioritize. This is interesting. But you don't need to worry about that. I feel like these are things that will make sense when you are in that position, okay? Maybe right now, you don't really know what this is supposed to mean. I feel like when you're gonna experience this, when the right time comes, okay, you will understand. But definitely get ready, almost like, I would say it could feel like a hermit phase. A hermit phase that will be coming your way after this transformation or this change in your life, that will make you reflect on yourself and reflect on your life in a certain way. And it could definitely also increase your spiritual journey. Your future spouse wants you to know that wow, they want you to know that they've never seen someone be as loving as you are. Your heart space, my dear, Your beauty, it's something literally out of this world. Your future spouse has experienced this love many, many times. It's not connected only to this lifetime, but to a lot of other times. And it feels like a privilege, it feels like a blessing to be connected to such a beautiful soul as you are. And for them, they will always be grateful for this. They will always be grateful to have this. This is so interesting. If I'm not wrong, I believe that every single pal today, they were incredibly connected to their future spouse's higher self, like either soul family or maybe a spiritual, like romantic connection here as well. It's kind of like a lot of people are reuniting with their counterparts or with their soul family. Like spirituality, wow. The age of Aquarius. That's incredible. Wow. And I see that for you guys as well. This future spouse of yours is someone that your energies are connected, my dear. They are connected. It is so incredible to see that so many people are connecting with soul family members. I'm hearing, don't be scared of what you don't understand, because time will make you understand or will teach you. What is this about? It could actually even be connected to your guys' union, honestly. Maybe some of you guys, you are experiencing all this and you feel like you're connected, you feel like you're communicating with something, and you feel like there's someone out there, and but at the same time, it may a little bit confuse you, or you may not really understand it to its fullest, like what kind of connection it is. And maybe that's what's coming through. It's kind of like your future spouse is showing you, or wants to tell you, better to say, that when the time comes, look at the candle, it's going crazy. When the time comes, everything will be shown to you or explained to you. Like when you guys meet, or when you guys reunite, for those of you guys who maybe have already met in this physical world, but maybe there's some kind of separation, or you're not in your union yet, then what I'm hearing is that when you guys unite, when you come together in this union, a lot of knowledge or a lot of wisdom will be given to you, and you will understand not only what this union is all about, but also you will understand yourself much better. Wow. This definitely sounds like a spiritual union here. This feels like, or sounds like, those connections in which the people who chose to incarnate, they came with some kind of a purpose or task, or something in particular they want to experience together. This is kind of the energy here. Wow. A lot coming through. It is okay, my dear. Be calm. Concentrate on yourself. Concentrate on what it is that is important to you. Concentrate on like focus on, excuse me, on giving yourself love and appreciating yourself. Focus on what it is that you want to do, and everything else will fall together. This person and you will unite. You just do your thing. You just focus on living your best life, I would say. Your paths, they will either meet for the very first time, like they will cross, or if you already have met them, you will come together the way you would want to. The way that you know is right for you guys' union. This candle. Wow. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So, my dear pal 3, this is all I have for you guys for today. As always, my dear, please feel free to let me know how you feel about this reading. And as always, my dear, if you haven't, I of course invite you to subscribe to the channel. If you do, my dear, don't forget to hit the bell, because otherwise you may not get notified when I upload a new PickaCard or candle wax reading. And my dear, as always, if you would like to connect with me more on Instagram, I invite you there as well. My beautiful pal 3, take care, my dear.